Hey guys, so I went to Philly Brickfest today for the first time in 2.5 years, mainly because they haven't had the convention for 2.5 years, but whatever. So they have not had this since spring of 2019, so 2.5 years, like I said. And that is crazy to think about since I have gone to this convention every single year since it started in, I believe, 2014. So having such a long gap in between events and not having one in 2020 is just crazy to think about. But, it's kind of because the world ended there for a while, so it makes sense. So, like I said, I went to the convention today. I was really excited to go back, see all the cool mocks, buy some Lego, and just see what the event was going to be like 2.5 years since I had been to the last one. And if I'm being totally honest, it wasn't everything I was hoping for, but more on that later. I want to show you guys the cool haul that I got today. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So, first up, I'll show you the things that I got for being a VIP. And one of them is this nice little pin, which you saw in the intro. Sigfig held it up, so a big thanks to him. And it's a nice pin. I mean, I don't wear pins, but it looks nice. Has the mascot. It says Philly 21 on it, so that's kind of cool. So got that. Got 3 of these since my whole family went. And then as I just knock over my Sigfig there. And then I also got the VIP badge in blue for the first time. The previous 3 had been black, so this is pretty cool. Again, got 3 of these. And then I also got the VIP minifig, got 3 of these, and these are actually all different this time, which I was kind of happy about. So you can see there's a white torso one, a red torso one, and another red torso one. And then all the face prints are different. This one has a double-sided head, but cap, so, you're not really hiding that other face, but that's okay. Another double-sided head. I just realized these are all like double-sided, except for this one, which is just a classic smiley face. This one's probably my favorite. You can see it says Brickfest Live VIP, so that's pretty cool. A bit of different packaging this year, which is interesting. Again, blue, so I guess they're going with a blue theme this year. And that was it for being a VIP. No drawstring bag this year. I know I always had those in the thumbnails of my Brickfest hauls before. But like the reason I had been a VIP is because at previous conventions you got to go in an hour earlier, so it was just a lot less crowded. You got first dibs on all of the Lego that the vendors were selling. But this year that wasn't a thing for some reason. You just showed up at the same time as all of the non-VIP ticket people, and like you didn't get in early, which was like the whole point. So like you just got to wear this fun little badge while you walked around. Like I really honestly did not get the point of being a VIP this year, but I mean, I did get the minifigs, and I guess the pin's kind of cool, but I feel like overall the whole VIP experience at Brickfest Live this year was a bit worse than it had been at previous conventions. Disappointing VIP experience aside, I still got some cool Lego today. So, reaching down to the bag on the floor next to me, the first thing I got is just a minifig. Don't actually buy a ton of minifigs at Lego conventions, but I got one this year. This is Thranduil from the Hobbit. I can see he was $14, which wasn't a horrible price. He came with a nice little bow and arrow. And I just really love the character in The Hobbit. One of the best parts of those movies for me. So I just wanted to snag myself a Thranduil minifigure while I was there. And the next thing I got is something that I actually didn't know existed, which I was kind of surprised about. Or, well, surprised to see it and then realized that I didn't know it existed, whatever. But this is the 100 Lego stores in North America minifigure and brick. You can see it's nice in gold. You get the Lego Store minifigure. It says 100 Lego stores in North America and the brick, and it also says it on the back of the minifig. And this is 3 years old. It's from 2018, so that's pretty crazy. And this was $39. So I feel like that was a decent price for such a rare minifigure. I just got excited seeing it because like I didn't know it was a thing. And it's like one of these cool exclusive minifigs that they have in this cool like plastic container with the little backing card. So I don't know. Made me feel like I was getting a cool like San Diego Comic-Con figure. But it's still a cool little promo. Excited to have it. Like I said, don't think it was a bad price and just a cool little like collectible thing to have. And another cool little, that's upside down. Another cool little collectible thing to have is this shell promo set thing. So I just saw this sitting at one of the vendors, and I was like, hey, this is kind of cool, but it's also $30, and it's kind of small for $30. So I left it there, and I thought, well, you know what, if I don't find anything else, I'll come back for it. And lo and behold, I found nothing else, so I came back for it. And there was a second one there. I believe it was this one, I want to say, with the bat guy, but it also might have been that one. But since they were $30 each, I went with this one with the little knight and the fire catapult thing. I don't know what that is. But I just thought this was a cool little like piece of LEGO history to have. It is from 1998 originally, and then like remade in 2000, I guess. And it seems to have been like sold or a promo at Shell. And, you know, $30 might seem like a bit much for a box that literally fits in the palm of my hand. But I thought it was a cool little thing to have, and I'll probably leave it sealed just because I like this little small little yellow square box. And like I said, just kind of a cool piece of LEGO history to own, another cool little collectible. And the last thing that I got, so only 4 things this year, excluding the VIP stuff. It's a bit of a smaller haul in terms of quantity this year. But the last thing, if I can squeeze it in, is this LEGO The Hobbit set. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get all of it in frame. You can see it is the Barrel Escape from 2012. Box is a little bit damaged, but it is used, so that's okay. Comes with some cool minifigures, Bilbo, Gloin, Oin, and 2 elves. And this just seemed like a pretty cool set. It was when they had made this before they split The Hobbit into 3 movies instead of 2, so they labeled it as their special The Hobbit Trilogy Preview Set. So that's kind of cool to have. Like I said, it is used. It was $80. I'm really hoping everything was in here. But this came from Andy's Brick Shop, who was selling at the convention, obviously. And I have gotten a used Lord of the Rings set from Andy's Brick Shop before, and it was missing a few pieces. But I contacted Andy. He gave me the pieces free of charge. So I know that if anything's like missing from this set, I will be able to get it pretty easily. But I am hoping that it's all there, so I don't have to deal with that. But I just thought this was a cool looking set. This is one that I had never really like seen that much or even like really thought about. But I saw it for sale, so I thought, you know what? I want to build up my LEGO The Hobbit collection a little bit, and this looks like a cool little play set. So decided to pick it up, and 80 bucks didn't seem like too bad a deal. So that will do it for my Philly Brickfest haul for 2021. Just ignore my ring light reflecting on the box. I'm trying my best here. So just like the convention was a lot smaller this year, so is my haul, at least in terms of quantity. Only 4 things. If you go back and look at some of my previous hauls, you'll see that I typically got a lot of like $5 to $10 poly bags. So it actually wound up being about the same in terms of price as what I would normally spend, because obviously I got the $80 set, the $40 minifigure, that really hurts to say, the $30 tiny little box, and Thranduil for $14. So like I said, price-wise it comes out to about the same. It's just instead of getting a lot of like cheap things, I got just smaller things that cost a bit more. And in terms of how the convention was, I'll just comment on that quickly. It was a lot smaller this year, about a third of the size that it usually was. They're typically like 3, they had used like 3 areas of the convention center, and this time they only used 1. So there were a lot less mocks than usual, maybe like a third to a quarter as many mocks as usual, maybe like half as many vendors. Like even Clone Army Customs wasn't there this time, and like that guy is everywhere. And then they didn't have as many like things to do. Like they didn't have their like drag race derby thing. They didn't have as many of like the building events. Which I don't know if that's just because like they had to keep rescheduling, so they couldn't get people to commit to a date. Or like if they were having financial trouble, or they couldn't get people to show up just because of the fact that we're still in the middle of a pandemic. So like I don't know if that's it. But the convention was definitely a lot smaller, and I mean, what was there was good. I still enjoyed it. I had a good time. It just felt like there wasn't enough there. Like I said, what was there was good, but I wish there was more. But that will do it for my Philly Brickfest haul for 2021. If you guys enjoyed, a like is very much appreciated, and feel free to leave a comment with your thoughts. And if you want to see more from me, I will try my best to start uploading a bit more. Just been super busy lately, so that's why you haven't seen a ton of videos. But if you want to see more from me, consider subscribing, turning on notifications so you don't miss when I finally upload a new video. And that will do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.